Hey guys, it's me, Mark Zupenbecker, and my chin spot, my beard's starting to grow back a little bit. But how you guys doing tonight? Here to talk about friends and staying in shape. You know, I'm one of the healthiest eating people in my house, and there's 5 of us, and I eat the most healthiest. Well, then it's my mom, and then after that, no one else gives a crap about their health really. And but I've always managed to stay looking young and handsome. You know, I'm a young and handsome looking guy, as I was told numerous times by various people. And they come up to me and ask me, and you're like, why you, as some people ask me, why are you so fit? Why are you in so much in good shape? And why do you always manage to have women look at me when I'm walking by them, or like when I'm at the gym? I have women not staring at me, but they're looking at what I'm doing. I was at the gym yesterday, and I was, forgot what workout I was doing, but they looked over, there was a little skinny blonde chick, and her friend that was kind of puggy a little bit, and she was wearing glasses, and she had black hair, both of them are white, of course, and they're looking at what I was doing on the machine, and they were, just watching, well not watching, but they were on the treadmill, getting their cardio, and I think I was doing the elevative dips and stuff, or pull-ups or something like that. Yeah, pull-ups. It was elevated pull-ups, and I was on there just doing various things within under 2 minutes, and the blonde chick looked over and saw, and she was kind of small, but she looked like she's in her early 20s, late teens, and she looked over. And she looked over for a good maybe 5.5 seconds, and then today, I was in there benching. I was in there benching on the elevated bench presses and everything, and a couple girls were looking right at me as I'm working out, and that just goes to show you they were just probably amazed at what I was doing, or they just thought it was entertaining to look at for like 5 seconds. But I've always been in great shape since middle school. I really didn't start working out until I was maybe 13 or 14 years old. And of course I have skinny legs, I have skinny legs and everything. And but they're strong. I'm now starting to do more leg workouts. Yeah, I'm now starting to do more leg workouts and stuff. What's up, Solomon? I'm starting to do more leg workouts and stuff, and I think it's highly needed, because I've had a thing called cerebral palsy since I was pretty much a little kid, and younger than this guy, this viewer right here. I was probably maybe 6, 7 years old. Not much, man. Just on Facebook Live and chilling, man. What about you? And I've always had an issue with my legs, and if the doctors didn't detected it later or earlier, I would have been confined to a wheelchair. And that's why I was never able to build up muscle mass in my calves. My quads, yes, but not my calves. And you need... What's up, Jessica? And you really need to do both sides. You can't just do upper body. You got to mix the lower body in there too. Maybe a couple of days of upper body, mix it up a little bit, and then do lower body, the other 2 days or 3 days or whatever. And what I do, I just do a circuit. I've always stuck to doing that. I feel more comfortable doing that. Other people suggested just do one side of the body a couple days, and then switch over to, the other part of the body, and do those for a couple days. Such as, they were telling me to do like arms and chest one day, and then do your back and of course your quads or a leg press day or leg day, you know. And I told him, I said, look, that's how I've always done it. I've always done it with a circuit, and then I put in abs every day. You know, I put in abs every day, and I push it every day when I go in there. And I used to do 2-hour days. I remember before I got the membership at Planet, I was working out at Northside Christian across the street from the house. I did it when I was a junior in high school and a senior too. So basically I was there working out for 2 years. I used to work with the basketball team sometimes, the baseball team during summer workouts and stuff. And then probably about 2014, when Planet Fitness first opened up, I decided to go in there and check it out and look at a couple things. And I'm like, hey, you know, let's try it out. It's only $10 a month and everything, and I never had a problem. Then I went to LA while I was at Planet, and you know, I like going there to play ball. I know a lot of people who go there to play ball and they love it there. It's just the pricing for a membership is just out of this world. But excuse me, I plan to go back actually after I get this last bill taken care of, and I should be back into LA within the next probably month and a half or so. But I'm always going to stay true to the Planet. Planet's closer to my house and everything. And but other than that, I'm going to talk about friends real quick before I go. Over time, I've always had an issue. My biggest issue is understanding people and how they react and how they, you know, express themselves in either an infantile or mature or a real way. So they say. And my biggest problem was just understanding. I always misconstrue things because of me having autism. Autism is something that it's a disorder that it makes people it basically is it's just autism is something that is caused to the brain, and it's very hard to express yourself and process certain things the way that a normal human being would do. Now, a lot of people have called me retarded for that, and here's what I come up with. Just because you have autism, Asperger's syndrome, autism, does not make you retarded. It makes you different. It makes you just the same as everyone else. And people don't never understood that. They never got it. They never cared for it. And that's why it was hard for me to make friends when I was a little kid. I really didn't hang out with anybody. Didn't have any real friends until I got a little older, and people started accepting me for who I was. And I never understood people, never understood how they joked. But then when I joke with them, you know, they're like, it's, you know, you're taking it a little too far. Okay, but when I take it too far, you're okay with it. But then when you take it too far, it's cool. Oh, no, it's different. Doesn't matter. If you don't like me joking with you, or you can't handle the fact that I'm joking with you, then why the heck are you talking to me? You know, that's why I tell people. And there's some people I'm friends with, I'm not going to mention any names, that don't understand my character, don't respect it. They don't respect it. They don't honor it. And I really don't care, because those people are out of my life. And I got no time for people that don't respect me for who I am. They can't handle how I am. You know, I may be a little bit of a temperamental person, but still, deep down inside, I'm still a good person. Good looking, I'm a good person. And some people just don't like that about me. Some friends are jealous of how I live my life and how I keep myself so positive, even when people, you know, try to throw me off my game by saying or doing something stupid, you know, that's gonna upset me or something. And that just shows that you are trying to find triggers that will set off the gun, and it's not a safety. And you should never ever join a battle of wits without being armed and dangerous, as they say. And friends of mine, I've had friends come up and tell me that, oh, like Marcus is so cool, but he gets mad a lot, I tell them, I said, look, it ain't my fault I have anger problems. I've had an alcoholic and a drug addictive biological blood mother that didn't really take care of me. I was still young, I was little, and part of the reason why I have all these disorders, mainly the anger issue and the autism issue, is because of how my biological mother, took care of herself. When I was inside her womb, she was popping pills, she was smoking crack, she was overdosing on morphine, all these drugs that she found on the street she used all that money that she could have saved up until the day I decided hopefully to go to college. And I never even got to that point. I never wanted to get to that point anyway. What really happened was my biological mother was a drug addict. She drank a lot. She overdosed on medicine and drugs and all this stuff. And I really didn't have a dad, because he was always with another girl or another woman. So I didn't know if he was my real dad or if she was my real. I knew she was my real mom, but I never got in contact with her at all. I don't plan to anyway. Let's just say it'll be a very emotional time for me. But I wouldn't even know who the hell she looks like anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even worried about that. I'm in a better situation now anyways. For 22 years I've lived with these people. They're loving, they're caring, they're very straight, they're very honest, they are very hardworking, they are loyal to the kids, they are outspoken, and they'll tell you how it is. Whether you like it or not, they'll tell you anyway. Just get their point across. In a way, that's also underlying ego right there too, but they're not going to admit to that. But, I've always had an issue with making friends when I was younger, and I still do on occasions, but, not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone's going to accept you. Not everyone's going to accept you for who you are and where you're coming from. And you just got to stay focused, keep your head up. You just got to aim high. You got to aim high to avoid disappointment.
Very excellent in his communication skills, answer all of the questions
And it's just like, you just got to understand where everyone's coming from. And it's hard for me to realize and process the fact that not everyone is going to like you for who you are. And I've had a lot of people drop me, and I've dropped a lot of people myself. Not everyone's going to be your friend. Not everyone's going to take it. Not everyone is going to believe or say what you do. Because you go on in life with having people that are there for you and people that are only there for their own benefit, so they get paid for in the end. And after they get paid for it, they just turn you off. They just throw you on the side of the road somewhere. And you can't let people like that do that to you, because it is disrespectful and it makes you turn into just like them. You inherited what they do, and you'll start emulating the same thing that they do. And sometimes what they do and what you emulate about what they do ends up being something that basically will get you into trouble or get you in serious crap. And I would hate or dislike seeing people get in that stuff, especially if they're young in middle school and they end up hanging out with the wrong crowd. They get into a situation, and